predictions to get back into it.
So I'm gonna reverse my predictions completely from last week. I think next week we're gonna get more of the fight. Like it seems like Oda's intent on
Yeah,
you know
dude. I was
showing
surprised.
us how the fight's playing out. And the way he ended it this week, I can't believe he won't continue it. Like you can't have a Kong battling and then not show us how messed up he is afterwards. Like if Kaido was on the ground, that's great news. If he takes it to the face and it's just good job, then they're in trouble.
He in big trouble, bro.
Hard agree. That's honestly most of my opinion right there.
But what would be very cool if that were to happen, like if he just kind of brushed it off, is if everybody got together and they were just like, "All right, new plan, Zoro QB. We gonna we gonna have to open up some space to give that nigga pass." That's the only shot they got.
No, I would love to see that honestly. Like them realizing wait a minute, I don't know if we could do this with this off the fly crap. Like maybe we team up. We think of something because it looks like he doesn't want to get hit by that flash from Zoro. So they could set up one of those. But honestly, they got to deal with Big Mom because she can fuck everything up out there sniping.
I swear, I'm trying to make a prediction for how the hell she gonna get out of there. I don't have one, bro. Like, I, 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 I don't think Blackbeard's gonna show up in fucking Wano, bro. Everyone's been saying that shit, but like,
Nah.
I thought he was gonna show up at the very end, if anything. But like, he just went off to go fucking capture something the government couldn't have. I don't know what. So Blackbeard's out. I mean, I kind of thought he was the only one that was gonna be able to fucking make this a reasonable fight. So I don't know,
Well,
man.
let's think about it. What does Big Mom want? She wants to mess up Luffy because of what he did to her, and she wants the Poneglyph. So it's got to be one. The only thing, Luffy's there, so it's got to be the Poneglyph. Somehow that has to come into play. Like she has to believe that she can just dip and take it. Or I don't know, man. But she got to get out of there. I don't know how they're going to do this with her. Sitting up there on Zeus the whole time.
Yeah, we'll talk.
I'm sure she's gonna get out of it, but I feel like this ends with Kaido losing because that's the only way that Wano goes back to what it has to be. So yeah, I feel like he has to lose here, but I can see Big Mom getting away for sure. I definitely feel like that would happen. And
Yep.
like you said, she's already flying. Like she could already get away if she wanted to. She's like, yo, fuck this, I'm out. I got a cloud. I'm gonna fly off on it. But I would
Yep.
say my prediction. I mentioned this before. I said Law is used his best move. I feel like he has someone else up his bag. I feel like he has someone else up his bag. That's why I put this shirt on. I feel like he has someone in his bag. I feel like he has something better than Gamma Knife. That's all I'm gonna say.
He just gonna do the
Maybe not
personality.
next
He's
chapter.
gonna do the personality surgery, bro.
Or
Put him
he
in each
gets
other's
or he
bodies.
gets pieced. That's my prediction. Or he has some other sick ass move, or is he gonna get pieced, or is this basically this assistant niggas? Because there's not much else he could do.
He has to die at some point, bro.
I think he's the lightest one out of all of them.
It's coming.
He might him. I feel like him dying would be like a tragedy loss. I can see Oda doing
That's some
that.
ace
That have a
type
lot of
shit.
impact.
That's some ace type shit.
And then Luffy awakens his devil fruit immediately afterwards.
That's some ace level shit. It's not actually ace level
You know,
shit,
you
but
have
it's
a
like
good
on the
point.
level. Law
I can
is
see
too
that
popular.
happening.
Law is too popular.
I can see that
I
happening.
can totally see it happening.
I want to touch on that point you raised, Ryan. The awakening. Maybe not next chapter, but in the next few chapters, I'm expecting multiple Devil Fruit awakenings. Everybody's got to pull out whatever they got left. To get over this fight, I feel like everybody's got to hit their peak. Because if they win this fight, then they're on Yonko level, and at that point, you got to be the top of the top, and you got to you got to be the strongest. I feel close to the strongest you can be.
Yeah,
I got to see something out of them. How are they going to pull this off? It's not pull something out of the ass.
because if you beat fucking Kaido and Big Mom, right? Like the news is gonna spread. And the thing about being a Yonko is now niggas come for you, right? Like when Ace was a rookie pirate, he was over here like, where Blackbeard at? And when he met, or where's Whitebeard at? And when he met with Shanks, Shanks literally got up he pulled the Kaido side. He was like, what's this rookie's name again? All right, put that shit in the obituary. And then Ace was like, I just want to talk to you about Luffy. I just want to talk to you about Luffy. So Shanks is clearly used to niggas coming over and trying to fight him. And Whitebeard had that happen all the time. He just made them his fucking crew and shit. So if I was in that situation, I would not want to fucking go up there unless I had all my end game shit planned out. Because all of these people about to fight you, about to give you all these headaches. I agree with that shit. I don't really know. What the hell is Law's Devil Fruit Awakening
I
gonna
just
be,
don't
bro?
feel
How
like
you
there's
get
gonna
any more
be
OP
any
than
Devil
that?
Fruit Awakenings, bro. Because Devil Fruit Awakenings are really brolic. Like, don't you
This
remember when
whole arc?
Doflamingo was turning buildings into string? Like, literally turning items into string. Like, that's like Luffy touching a mountain and making it rubber. That would be really brolic. Like, I feel like Devil Fruit Awakening is actually something later down the line, because that seems pretty broken. Because Doflamingo was pretty broken. He gets turn anything into string
What do you
when he
mean
wanted
down
to.
the line, bro? What is there down the
But
line
I
from
think Awakening
Kaido
is too
and Big Mom?
powerful. It's too powerful. Like, you think that's so powerful.
It's
All the
powerful.
He
Devil
has
Fruits
to fight some
Awakening.
powerful. He has to fight some
That's three
powerful ass
Devil
niggas in
Fruits
the very
Awakening.
near
You said
future, bro.
more than one. That's three of them that can. And all of them would be pretty broken.
I know. But like, in the grand scheme of things, like, there can only be so many strong enemies left, and these, like, we could say Kaido's like either the top strongest person in the world or like, in the top two, right? We can all agree on that. So if they take it down, that means that like, they are all at least, in the top five or competing for it. So at that point, I don't feel comfortable saying they are that at this point, like, based on their previous feats. So for them to pull this off, they have to pull somebody out of the ass, right? Like,
But I feel
how,
like
think,
I don't think none
now,
of them
how
are
did
gonna
they
be
beat
top
them?
five. I feel like the only one that would be top five in that, if that happened, would probably be Luffy. Like, I feel like he's gonna have to do a large part of this, because he is kind of beating Kaido the fuck up. Like, I gotta say, like, he's head and shoulders better than a lot of them right now. Like, as much as we're saying they're all strong, he's already pretty Brock right now. Like, I think
Kid still got to work his way into the top 30. So,
Yo, man. And, oh yeah, I did name 30 the other day. So I guess so. I forgot I did that.
Like, don't get me wrong, I don't think he's weak, but like, I feel like if you're on this roof, you're you're already in that group easily.
no, I feel.
But I feel like it's because the combined amount of them. Because it's not like I don't think one of them will 1v1 Kaido, though. I don't think anyone could do that. Like, that's the thing. Like, if all four of them are fighting them, five of them, that's a lot.
1v1 Kaido, maybe Shanks, maybe Akainu, maybe Big Mom if she was like really serious about it. I don't know, but probably not.
I think if Akainu and Kaido fought, I think he'd still fucking die. I think they'd kill each other. I think that's just the price to beat him.
Yeah, man. Any other predictions? Like, what if he goes back to the side characters now? I can't deal with them. I can't deal with anybody else. I want to see this fight.
I'm so like in most other arcs, I've always been invested in the side story. I don't give a fuck about any of these fights, bro. If I don't like when they come back to Jinbei, I just want to see Jinbei holding an arm or walking away. I don't want to see none of that fight. I don't want to see none of Sanji's fight. Honestly, the only fight I want to see is what happens to Nami and Usopp. That's the only one I'm invested in. It'd be kind of cool to see Frankie just piece somebody up, but I don't want to see any of these fights. Them shits better be.
I'll always take a Frankie fight. I'll always take a Frankie fight, but not now. I need more of this Kaido fight.
Same.
I kind of just want to see more Marco, for being real. I don't know if anyone said that, but that's exactly what I would want. I really would want more Marco. That'd be sick.
It'd be cool.
Like, he's going 2-on-1 with King and Queen, and then, like, yo, he's so powerful. Like, he could do a lot of shit, and I feel like they're just, like, saving him for something, and I don't really know what it is. Or he's saving
That's a good fight. I feel like there are a lot of good fights. I'm just saying, like, what I really...
Drake might die. Drake might die. Like, because
Drake might die,
bro.
Who knows?
Who do we think is gonna like not survive this arc? Like who's out of the game? Like maybe we won't say who dies because One Piece it's so iffy on who dies ever. Like, but who do we think like when this arc is over has to be like eliminated from the game? Like, and by the game I mean like the race to One Piece, or like if you're a Marine, like stopping people from like getting to One Piece, or anything. Like who's not surviving this arc?
My top candidates, in my opinion.
Drake's up there for me.
I have a couple. I have two top. I have Law.
Yeah.
Don't call me crazy. Jinbei.
Jinbei?
Nah. Man's just
joined
the crew. Man's just joined the crew.
He has used the term "lay down my life" far too many times. Like every other Straw Hat be like, yo, he gonna become the Pirate King, blah blah. I'll do whatever it takes. Like, I'm gonna kick your ass because I'm a part of the Pirate King's crew. Jinbei always be talking about life, bro. And like, the thing is, he's just the type of nigga to fucking like jump at the opportunity to die for his captain type shit, bro. Like, he's just got undying loyalty almost to a fault. So, I could see it happening. I don't really know how, but I could see him putting himself in a position where he has to sacrifice himself for the crew somehow, some way.
I mean, you could do it right now if you wanted to. Like, it's just one of those fights, man. You never know.
The thing
Like,
is, I personally think by the time Luffy has to fight these OP niggas, like I don't want to see him pulling any bullshit out of the fucking bag of tricks. Like I don't want him fucking awakening and double awakening, and he's got a
Gear
second double
5,
fruit now.
Gear
Because
5,
there's only so yeah
Gear
okay.
5.
All we have left for him to learn how to do at this point, because he has every single kind of hockey. Unless he gets a buff on his Conqueror's hockey, who knows what that'll mean. But so that's it, right? We got Conqueror's hockey, advanced Conqueror's hockey. We got awakened devil fruit, and then what? Gear 5. Those are the 3 other power ups he could possibly have.
I don't
right
think Gear
now.
5 is coming, though.
Yeah, so if you think that's 2, right? So when's he gonna get them? He has to get one of them this fight, because by the time he fights Shanks, if he don't got everything, bro, that like, or I guess let me not say
Is he
he's
gonna
gonna fight
fight Shanks,
I do
though?
think he's gonna fight Shanks.
Really?
But
Do you think Shanks
Yeah.
is evil? Like, why?
I don't think he's evil. I think it's just gonna be like they're gonna fuck around, they're gonna have a party, all this shit, blah 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 blah, and then Luffy's just gonna get dead serious and be like, "Nigga, listen, you got Poneglyph in there?" And he's gonna be like, "Yeah." And you know Shanks gonna say, "Yeah." Shanks gonna sit there. He's gonna be like, "Yeah, what about it?" And he's gonna be like, "And a man, 1v1. You ain't gotta get crews involved. Right there in the mountains, let's run it." You know what I mean? I can see them doing some shit like that. It's not gonna be a "I hate you" fight like when he's fighting Doflamingo, but he's just gonna be like Luffy's gonna get a little competitive. He's gonna be like, "Nigga, what I tell you?" It's gonna be like, I don't know what you're talking about. So what I tell you? Be like, he said you was gonna be a greater pirate than me. And shit. Luffy's like, and I'm right here. Let's go settle this right now. Like I feel like it's gonna be like big brother fighting little brother type shit.
Yo, you have a good point though. Like it's like I was saying earlier. You know, he only has so many possible power ups left, and we're at a point in the series where I feel like we're very much so in the end game. Like he's fighting Yonkos. Like it's not even like fighting the commanders. Like he's fighting the 2 Yonkos, right? So they're the top tier. So he's already pushing up top tier or is top tier. And once you get to that point, like you know, you can't just be pulling shit out of your ass again. Like you should already be, you know, strong. So I feel like he's got to get something. He's got to pull something out new now, because inevitably when he fights whoever the next villain is, he needs another power up, right? So like it's got to be one of the other ones. So he's got to get at least one now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Luffy alone awakening his devil fruit is going to be enough. I mean, because like don't get me wrong, like they're doing work right now. They're putting in work on Kaido, but he still doesn't look like he's really sweating that hard. And they haven't even hurt Big Mom yet. Like she's just sniping. So
And I also really
yeah.
like. I feel like it just looks good in like anime fights when it's just like they're both got all their abilities, strength already, and it's just like them fighting and trying to figure out how I can win. You know what I mean? Like when he was fighting Crocodile, it was kind of lit because as soon as they even the playing field in that fight, he was just kind of like, "All right, now I just gotta throw hands," and it's just like he's just trying to make shit up on the fly. You know what I mean? Like he's just like, "All right, I just punched him to the ceiling. How I get up there?" And then he just fucking does Gum Gum Storm. You know what I mean? And he just fucking throws hands and shit. He just fucking does the little slingshot. He tries to do that little chaotic fucking Gum pistol. Like when he fucking fought Enel, and he just had to be like, all right, he's got hockey. All right, hold on. He just fucking starts punching the fucking wall and having it all bounce off and hit him. Like I like when it's just like I got all the fucking shit. Now I just gotta put it together. You know what I mean? So I feel like it would be cool to see him go through the rest of the story fully fledged.
But he was
Like, fully
making up
fucked
moves
up.
on the fly, bro. It's not the same. He was making up moves on the fly those days. He was doing any kind of move he possibly could. And he has such a limited moveset, limited to that. Like, he can't just be like, yo, I'm doing this firework move where I'm just throwing on my arms in the air and shit. Like, he's got so many moves that he's made up in the past that I feel like they're more concentrated at this point, I feel like, right?
They're very concentrated. I
Counterpoint.
feel like it's been concentrated for a minute, so I feel like I got to see him pull some of that more. I feel he's got to go back to basics.
Hit the axe, bring the leg up for the axe.
Yeah, he's got to go back to basics.
Counterpoint though to what I was saying earlier is like I feel like Oda is like very different from like say Kishimoto or Naruto. Like he doesn't just like hand out power ups constantly. Like you think about Naruto Shippuden, Naruto got a random BS power up every single time, or like you know, got like the fox to come out and save his ass. Like Luffy never has that happen. Like you know, he may pull out a new gear, or a new form of a gear, but like I feel like that's not too much of a stretch.
He's only done it 2 times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So maybe he won't, pull that out. But what I will say is, like, I feel like if you look at One Piece as a series, I feel like he does things in fives a lot. Like he likes the number 5. So I feel like there's definitely a gear 5.
You think?
And I don't know what the
What you mean by the number 5? Do you have
like,
examples?
Hmm.
Do you have examples of the 5 rule?
So like, there's like the 5, like just recently, like there's the 5 pirates that Kaido who can fight him. And
Okay.
hold on, let me.
You got the 5.
But like, I feel like the number 5.
Okay. Interesting.
Like I get the strong feeling the number 5 comes up a lot.
I don't think what else there is.
Like, is he gonna do the Gumo Gumo bazooka? Like, that was good.
He's gonna do what?
The bazooka.
Yeah, I wanna see him start pulling out some more shit, dude. I think that's gonna be nostalgic.
Possible, bro. He was like, I've been watching it now recently. He's like, I got the bell move, I'm hitting you with my head. Like, I got everything.
I think it's gonna be nostalgic to the fans to see him like how far he's come doing the same shit. You know what I mean?
I would want to see like a pistol.
Classic, yeah. I want some classic moves.
It's like the jet pistol, but like he's not gonna do stuff like that. Like it's just not the same.
I mean, he can.
He can.
I mean,
but
those
I don't think
moves
he can
are
in Gear
so
4.
good.
He can't do that in Gear 4, where he's pretty much the most bra-like. Like he's not as strong as he's Gear 4. He's stronger than any other form he's had. So why do the other moves? Right?
I don't know because I don't know. There's probably still some drawbacks to using Gear 4, even if he can use it for longer. Just throwing some basic moves in his regular form could be good. Like his hockey's way stronger, but maybe he needs Gear 4 to like do the damage.
Basically, yeah.
Oh no, he punched Kaido in the face without it.
That first hit, he wasn't in the gear at all, was he?
He just did Gear 3rd. That was it.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, and he made up a move there. It was Red Rock. Like he could do other shit. Like he has moves on the fly. To be fair, this is like a move we've never seen him do. I'm sure he has other moves up his sleeve, but they're not gonna be like the old school moves where he's doing whatever the fuck he wants. Like now that I'm watching like the beginning, he does whatever the fuck he wants, dude. Like it's actually pretty great. He's like, I'm just gonna make up every single move I possibly can to throw at you right now. It's pretty great.
I really like his energy, bro. He was fighting Arlong, and he was like, "You can't hurt me with physical blows." And he was like, he just picked up some swords and just started swinging at it.
I feel like he's gotten way more serious ever since time skip. Like in the sense that like there's just not enough time to be clowning it like that.
Yeah, I sense now that I've seen this chapter, I think we see a split. Like we see the divide and conquer happen in the next 2 chapters. I think we're not gonna see him go to the side fights until we see the split happen. So it's gonna end with like
I hadn't thought about that.
it ends and it's just like we've got a 2-on-2 brawl going on. Then it's like fucking like Kid and like Zoro versus Big Mom, and then it's like Law and Luffy versus Kaido or some shit like that. And Killer, like they split off, and that's how the panel ends. And the next chapter goes into the side stuff. I think that might happen.
Yeah, that'd be
interesting.
Because it lowers the stakes. I feel like.
And I feel like he's not the type to give us this much hype for this long. Like, I feel like
the reason I say it lowers the stakes is because like when it's everyone against everyone, it's like, I want to see this. All the major characters are involved, and like even then, I still feel like they're gonna die. But when it splits off into like a couple of them versus like the 2 Yonko, like you could put the 2 people who can hurt Kaido versus just people period who can like fuck up Big Mom as long as they don't get hit. Yeah. And that's less of a spectacle than a full-out brawl, and it's more easily compared to the other fights. So I could see him doing something like that, like Ryan said.
I feel like it's actually more likely that more people appear and come up to the roof than them actually splitting up, because I don't feel like there's any space for them to be splitting up at the top of the head. There's not. It's a really open space where they are. Like I don't feel like there's a way to really split them up if they're all on one platform. I feel like it's more likely that someone else comes through. Like Jinbei could come through. Jinbei could come through. You don't know what happened to him. He could show up. And if he wanted to die, he could die there.
I don't think I don't think it's like straight battlefield, bro. Like I think there's a little bit of room to maneuver up there.
It's a straight up
I think
war,
they-
bro. It's a war. It's
I,
assaults.
I think they have. I think they have as much room on this floating island. By the way, the island is in the air right now. Kaido is picking that shit up.
But they on top of the
and
skull.
they're on top of the skull. But
You know what?
he picked up the skull to take it over there. It's the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, but the ground
there
there
is-
is pretty high. It's not like it's as easy to get to the ground and split them up. Unless they all just decide to jump
I
down.
completely forgot about the fact that Kaido was floating the island. I kind of take back what I was saying earlier, almost. I feel like maybe they can beat him now. And the only reason I'm saying that is because no matter how much of a beast he is, I feel like if you're lifting a whole ass island and carrying it, it's got to take a lot of your energy, or like a lot of your
Yeah, so that'll
How does he
nerf
do
him a
that
little
if he's
bit.
already
I feel like-
fighting? I don't
I feel like-
understand.
They're probably fighting a nerfed Kaido right now. Is what they're doing. Like they're fighting him while he's also like carrying an entire fucking island
How does
to.
he do that?
Well,
I
well,
don't
I
get
mean-
that. Now that I think about
I mean,
it.
I'll put it to you this way though. Was
How was he doing
was
that?
Luffy, were Luffy and Law fighting a nerfed Doflamingo while he was fighting the birdcage then? In that
No,
same vein.
I don't think so.
Slightly.
No way.
Slightly, but I feel like the birdcage wasn't nearly the feat that lifting this island is.
I don't know, bro. He compressed an island, a whole ass island.
I don't think
In the back
Doflamingo
bur-
was
on the back
compromised. I think
burners,
he was
bro.
still super strong.
He wasn't even paying attention, and he still fucking like took out the island basically. That's kind of wild to do, not even paying attention.
I honestly
Even
forgot
Black-
that he picked
even-
up the island.
Even Blackbeard, when he destroyed that town with the dark fruit powers, when he fought Ace, he still had to sit here and be like, it took so much action and effort. Like he was grunting to fucking like destroy the shit. So
You know what? So I'm not saying it's nerfing him by a lot, but I,
I think
feel like
I think they're just very
I
good
feel
at
like
using their
I would
powers.
agree. If Doflamingo wasn't trying to cut everyone in the whole country into pieces with the birdcage, I feel like he probably would have been a little bit stronger. And I feel the same way about Kaido. Like I feel like if he were to decide to drop the island, he'd probably be putting up a better fight.
I don't think so, because I feel like they've never alluded to that anytime they fought. I feel like there's like, I've done this, so it's happening, and that's it. Because I feel like
I
for
think some
Doflamingo,
people are
holding
just
up the
very good at
birdcage
using
is
their
not that
powers.
difficult, dude. Like I was saying, dude, he has the awakened devil fruit, so he could do whatever he wanted to.
And he was just nasty.
He could
using
touch
his powers
literally
in
a
general.
building,
you
and
know
it would
what?
turn into string. I'm sure he's fine making the birdcage. I don't think it's
Yeah,
that
you know what,
difficult
like,
for him.
Honestly, as you're saying that, I agree with you. Yeah,
He
no,
created an
it
entire
really,
war.
it really didn't seem like they.
He created an entire
Yeah, it didn't seem like it was like causing him very much pain. Maybe when you awaken your devil fruit, you just become raw. Like
Dude,
maybe that's just the way it works.
he controlled
very
an entire
that's very
country
possible,
by
dude.
like controlling its king and having people work for him as he's just chilling there, and he's just puppeteering niggas for like a coup to
Exactly.
take the king. Like, come on,
Have you guys ever watched Bleach?
I did a little bit, yeah.
You ever watched the Red Bleach? So there's like this similar to like the devil fruits, but like not that similar. Everybody had their sword, right? If you knew its name, you could transform it into its stronger form, and you could be, you could fight and fuck up people. But and that was called your Sekai. But then you could have your fucking Bankai.
Yeah.
It's the third level
Yeah.
where like your sword turns into some crazy shit. Like it could be anything. And that's your like superpower. I feel like you know what? Honestly, I forgot the point I was fucking making. I'm not.
I feel
Which,
like
uh,
the Zanpakuto is not really the same as like Awakened Devil Fruits, because I feel like Awakened Devil Fruits is super rare, dude. I feel like
No,
it's
no.
not-
Okay, that's the point I was trying to
Yeah,
make.
that's the
Okay,
thing.
that's the point I was trying to
That's
Who's
Who's
that's
awakened
exactly what I'm
devil
saying.
fruit in this entire series? We've seen Crocodile and Doflamingo.
Mhm.
Who else has awakened the devil fruit? I don't know anybody.
The point I was trying to make is that when you awaken your Bankai, like your Shikai becomes stronger too. Like and once you like awaken the full power, there's rules that you had before that you don't have to listen to when you're in the lower form too. So maybe it's the same with the devil fruit. Like you awaken your devil fruit, and all of a sudden, all the shit that took you a lot of concentration, a lot of power before, is just like simple. And the only time you really gotta flex is when you want to awaken shit around you.
Awakened niggas can swim again, bro. They were so raw. The devil was like, "Yo, you know what? My bad. I ain't mean nothing by it."
I just it's
only,
like
only the real can swim.
it's just I find it so.
Wouldn't
crazy.
that be a hell of a twist? Wouldn't that be a hell of a twist? Have we met anybody with an awakened devil fruit who's ever gotten tossed in the water? What if they could swim? What if you broke the rule and that's how you awaken?
Everyone else just assumed because someone said you can't swim that you can't swim.
I
Then
mean,
one
if
person
you
was
let the
just like,
fish fruit, you can swim. So technically, you break the rule
No, I'm not
already.
saying
"What the
like
fuck?
every,
What the fuck happens to him when he goes in the water, bro?"
He has to be able to swim. He's a fish. That's contradictory.
no,
He
didn't they already show Kaido trying to drown himself?
Not like as a fish. Like I'm saying, like if you had the fish fruit, I'm sure he's fine. But I guess I don't know. I guess did he see him drowned? I didn't remember that.
I think that was in his intro, and he was like, he tried to kill himself so many times. They tried to kill him. All that shit. He might
No,
have tried it.
they didn't necessarily like say he jumped in the sea. They just showed him jump off the top of Sky Pier, right? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he landed in front of fucking kid.
I mean, on a whole ass cloud.
That's so
I mean,
fucked up though.
I mean, he could have very well expected to go into the water, so maybe he did low-key try to do it. Also, shout out to my nigga Mad Monk for taking that shit so calmly. He saw Kaido walk up on his island, he was like, I'm just gonna sit here and pray. He didn't even move, bro. He didn't even move. He
Bro,
said a prayer.
imagine your
when he
kid, bro.
jumped
You're
off.
just walking, and then Kaido lands in front of you, and you're like, "Oh, well, I guess I'm taking this L right now." Like,
Not even kid really thought he was gonna win, bro. He was like, "Oh, I'm hyped. Kaido's here." You know what I mean? He didn't even feel the gravity of that situation. I feel like.
wait, but like,
don't
did
you
he know?
feel like Luffy was in the same shit though?
Huh?
Like, if Luffy was just chilling and Kaido popped up on him when he like 2 arcs ago, don't you think he would have been like, "Yeah, I'll take him," and just gotten
Yeah,
pissed up?
He would
I
have been
agree.
in Wano
Exactly
much
what it
earlier,
was.
dude. He'd be in Wano so early. He'd be in that Wano prison mad early. Like, that'd be actually pretty crazy, honestly. I don't know, but also I kind of feel like I don't know if. Well, I guess it could have been randomly, but I guess Apu was already a trader at that point as well. So,
Was he?
I mean, definitely. Maybe it's just coincidence that he fell there, but I don't. He definitely was.
No, I think he was a lackey beforehand. I think that was why he got into the alliance in general.
Yeah.
Because like, with the way that Kid and Apu hated each other, it was very very odd for them to strike an alliance. And I think Apu was the one that asked for it. Like Hawkins would at least hear them out, and Hawkins just like, Hawkins ain't really about that life, bro. Honestly, he was just kind of like, "What's my chance of survival?" So he looked it up, and he was like, "With Alliance, 37 by myself, 15." You know what I mean? Like that was all it came down to. So I think he must have been a fucking lackey beforehand. Doesn't really make sense to me otherwise.
Yeah, because like if you're Apu and Kaido starts flying at you and you're like, oh shit, I guess I have to fight him. You should be like, yo, remember I'm with you, bro. Don't kill me. Like don't kill me. Like
That's the interesting thing about that. I feel like Kaido's the type of nigga to not know who you are unless you a top tier. Like I don't think he knows who. Maybe he knows who Drake is. Maybe he knows who Drake is. I don't think he knows who like. Would he know who Ulti and all them shits are? It seems like he has no attachment to his crew, bro. Like none whatsoever. He knows.
I mean, like he seemed to know them in that meeting he had with them. Like he seemed familiar. Like they seemed familiar enough with him, even if he wasn't necessarily interacting with them. Like they seemed to have a good grasp on him. Sounds like at least like they like have seen him plenty of times.
yeah.
Which meeting you talk about?
Like didn't they have a meeting like at the very beginning?
Yeah, like
Like,
they
he
were
called
talking about
all
like
of them
replacing
back.
each other. Like, yo, y'all gotta fight, and if y'all want to fight, y'all can get into the Flying Six type shit, or like Toby Roppo, whatever you want to say. Like they were like, oh yeah, y'all can fight for your spots, and where's my fucking son? Or Yamato, I guess.
No. But I think that was Queen talking to them. I don't think that was Kaido talking to them.
No, there's a point where he was also talking. There was definitely both times. I
I
feel like.
have not seen this man interact with his crew once. Although I guess the same can be said for Law. Shit.
I remember at least once he was
Yeah,
sitting there.
well,
Black Maria was just sitting next to him or something.
Like,
I remember Black Maria was sitting next to him at least once, for sure. I think that was the first time we saw her, and I was like, oh shit, there's Kaido also. At least I thought so.
I feel like that was the first time we saw a lot of them was in that meeting with Kaido.
Yeah, because he was definitely there at least once, I'll say.
Yeah, because like I'm reading this right now. Like on the wiki page, it just goes like, Kaido seems like he doesn't really give much of a fuck about his crew. That's like the first thing on the guy.
That's very scary.
Yeah, you know, I mean, there hasn't been anything shown to refute that.
And this is the very first time
Actually, wait.
I've seen Oda portray a captain in this way. Like, I've never seen somebody not really give a fuck about their crew like that. Like, there was no banter. Like he just met like King, Queen, and Jack rolled through. We're just like, damn, yo, what the fuck we gonna do? It's waiting for Kaido to get there, and then Kaido was just like, take chains off. He didn't talk to them at all.
Wait. But up on the roof at one point, Kaido commended Jack for doing a good job holding off the rest of like the Minks and the
He did. You're
the
right.
Wano like samurai. He was like, Jack, you did a fantastic job holding off all these, holding off these motherfuckers. Like, I'm gonna clean up the rest.
I
clean up
forgot
the
Jack
rabble.
got pieced up, bro. I was wondering when he was gonna go
Jack
down.
got pieced up so many times. I'm surprised he was able to handle the mix at that point because he got pieced up
Yeah,
a lot of times up to that
He
point.
got some nervous. He
But
got
then-
pieced up by an island, bro. He got hit with an island and came back. One Piece niggas really are hard to kill, bro. That elephant fucked
Dude,
him up.
Ashura Doji demolished that dude.
Crazy.
Dude, one of those samurais demolished him, dude.
Yeah,
Ashura Doji
Ashura.
washed him. Washed him. Not even a chance, dude.
And it didn't even leave a scar on the guy, bro. He's still out here chilling.
He cut him up, dude. Easily.
Fucking crazy.
I know. Like, I'm surprised like he was able to handle the Minx at that point. I was like, I don't know, man. I thought they were pretty strong. And like, I wish we saw more
He
Sulong. And I
2v1.
didn't
He
feel like
fucking
I saw
1v2'd
enough.
him.
I didn't see
Crazy.
enough Sulong. I was really disappointed that they lost that quickly.
It seems a little odd to me that Jack managed to survive like a 24-hour assault by the two like top Minks. Like, given his performance recently,
That's
like
what
it
I'm
seems like they
saying.
should have fucking made work him like way faster than they did. I don't understand how he managed to make it through like multiple rounds of them like going to sleep and waking up and shit.
Yeah, I guess I don't know, man. Maybe that Sulong. Well, I guess we saw it with Carrot, right? Like that Sulong form really like. Maybe it does like I would argue like more than double your fucking strength at that point. Like it's pretty OP.
And it wasn't enough, and they kind of still whopped them.
Like she went from being, like Carrot went from being quick to like fucking Sanji level speed.
One-shotting people like
Pretty quick.
I feel like you underestimate Sanji's speed. You feel me? With the race suit, he's probably
No,
blazing.
I don't. Like Sanji is fast as shit, but I'm saying Carrot was moving through those ships, bro. She was like, pew! The anime even gave it a little missile noise.
Oh well, he's not that strong on that level somehow either. I feel like she got that electricity power on top of that. It was pretty broken.
But yeah, I feel like those are the main things I think that's gonna happen. I think we're gonna see the split of this fight. I'm gonna see some divide and conquer, and then we go back to the side fights. I think that happens in 2 chapters. I would say. Oh, well, I think it's gonna happen at the end of this chapter. I do right now. I do. I don't think he's gonna give us 2 more chapters of great fighting. Like, yeah, I feel like even when he fought Katakuri, I feel like it was like at most he gave us 3 straight chapters of fighting before he went to something else.
Mhm.
At most, he never just gives us straight like fucking like 6 in a row unless he's just fucking finishing the fight. And he'll never finish the fight until all this other shit's wrapped up. So yeah, and the next chapter we see this divide and conquer, and then they go on a break per usual.
I'm predicting no break and no splitting up. I'm going the complete opposite. I definitely don't agree with that. I definitely don't think they're splitting up. And while I honestly low-key agree with you that there's a break, I'm just gonna say that there's not because I have hope.
You know, every time they do something mad hype, they be like, "And be back."